always in a tricky spot. On one hand, you have faithful reimaginings of amazing worlds. On the other, we get movies that only loosely follow the games and are there to cash in on the titles. Even the act of translating a video game into a movie is hard. There are games that you would think would make a great movie, like Assassin's Creed, but don't end up working out. Then you get movies that should work, like Sonic the Hedgehog, but end up actually working. Ever since the Super Mario Bros. Movie 1993, we've gotten a slew of bad movies. But are they starting to come out of the dark? So it begs the question, are video game movies starting to get good? As I mentioned earlier, the first video game movie was made over 25 years ago called Super Mario Bros. When you picture the Mushroom Kingdom, you think of rolling green hills and blue skies. You might think of the opening of Super Mario 64, or you might think of the new 2D Mario games, possibly even the final level in Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Bros. Movie was the exact opposite. It took us to a dark and gritty world, a gross city full of muck that was ruled by Bowser. No, not that Bowser. This Bowser. As you can tell, this movie strayed very far away from the games. Well, yes, I know it's hard to make it a movie about two Italian plumbers fighting off dinosaurs to save a princess, but that doesn't matter because the movie was a cash grab. This means that people making the movie knew it was bad, but they also knew people would come to see it just because it had Super Mario Bros. In the title. This idea didn't work out because it was a financial failure. The Super Mario Bros. Movie was not a good first look at what video game movies could be. Luckily, 2 years later, we got something that passed all expectations. A little movie based on a well-known franchise called I'll admit, Mortal Kombat wasn't the best movie, but for a video game movie, it rocked the park. It had everything you expect from a Mortal Kombat movie. Quirky character and cool fights. If they hadn't stuck closely to the lore, this movie would have been a dumpster fire. It should have set the basis of what every video game movie could be. Fortunately, after Mortal Kombat, there were the Dark Ages. After almost 22 years of bad video game movies, people were certain there was never going to be a good video game movie. Fortunately, that all changed on May 10th, 2019. Detective Pikachu was the first great video game movie in almost 22 years. Did everything right the Super Mario Bros. Movie didn't. In the Super Mario movie, this was a Goomba. In Detective Pikachu, this was a Pikachu. It was simultaneously faithful to the games and had a captivating story. Everything could have gone wrong. The Pokemon could have had bad CGI, the characters couldn't have been interesting, hardcore Pokemon fans could have hated it, Or it couldn't have been released at all. Fortunately, Detective Pikachu wasn't a cash grab. Instead, it showed other companies that video game movies can be good. Great, in fact. Luckily, Sonic the Hedgehog followed up a year later. It launched to critical and financial success. It's faithful to the old games and presented Sonic in a new light. Finally, something Sonic that Sega didn't mess up. Both Pokemon and Sonic are games that should not have worked out as movies, but they did. It really makes you wonder what games that could work as movies would look like today. Which brings us to today. We recently got the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat reboot movie. From the looks of it, they seem to be focusing on what makes Mortal Kombat great. There are so many video game movies and TV shows that have got a Resident Evil reboot, Uncharted, Sonic 2, Minecraft, Borderlands, Pikachu 2, Gears, Just Dance, Just Cause, Mega Man, Metal Gear Solid, Saints Row, and Yakuza. We also have upcoming TV shows like The Last of Us, Fallout, Halo, and Twisted Metal. All these projects are in the works. So to answer the question, yes, video game movies are starting to get good. We'll see if it holds up though when Mortal Kombat releases on April 16th. I'll definitely try and do a review on it when it comes out. For now, all we can do is just hope for the best.